Live from KSAT12, the news at noon starts right now.
And we start with the weather. A tropical storm, Harold, hitting the Texas coast this morning. We're bracing for rain chances, the first time in a long, long time.
At least we're seeing some clouds right now. Folks south of us have had the best chance to see those showers, and they are getting some good rain. Justin Horn now joins us with a look at all the radar and the colors on that radar, Justin.
Yeah, there is some good rain south of us. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up because I don't think it's going to be widespread rain here around San Antonio, but we are starting to see some showers pop up. I think some of us will at least get a little bit of rain, with the bulk of the action being down there near Corpus Christi and down towards Cotulla. And yet, notice the bug on your screen there. It's 90 degrees. Yesterday at this time, we were around 100, you remember, so this is helping. The cloud cover is helping at least a little bit. So here's a look at the radar. And yes, we do have some tornado warnings. You'll see those kind of pop up and go away. That's going to be the nature of this activity because you get these little spin ups. We talked about that potential yesterday, just the pre-existing spin from the system, and you get these little storms, and you can get some brief tropical funnels. Typically, they don't do a lot of damage. They're not a big deal, but we do need to mention them because occasionally one can touch down and maybe do some slight damage. So we need to at least mention them. And there is a tornado warning still going on for Bee County. The one we had for Goliad has since expired, and we're starting to get a few more of those as this tracks west. Then you'll notice we've got some showers and a few storms trying to develop west of San Antonio. Not many, but a few, and we are picking up on a few lightning strikes here and there. We've had some showers around Floresville, around Stockdale, and then as you go north, a little shower there south of Gonzales. These are all working west. So conceivably, we can see a few of these showers here around San Antonio over the next couple of hours. We're going to keep in a 30 to 40% chance of rain. If you get one of these downpours, the rain will come down heavy for a short amount of time, and then these little cells will move right along. Everything's moving very, very fast. But yes, Tropical Storm Harold made landfall around 10 a.m. this morning. Did bring some gusty winds with it, as it did there along the coast. So the rest of the day, brief passing showers, maybe a few storms mixed in there too. Rainfall is generally going to be less than 1/4 of an inch. So not a lot of rain here in San Antonio. That's just the bottom line. Severe weather, yeah, there could be some isolated spin-ups. And we're going to watch for that. And if any more warnings pop up, we'll certainly let you know. We're going to take another look at the radar here in just a few minutes and look at some of the other forecasts when it comes to the heat coming back. That's here in just a couple minutes, guys.
All right, Justin, thank you very much. We'll keep looking for that rain. New at noon, gunshots rang out on an elementary school bus this morning. This after Seguin ISD says a student was bringing a loaded gun to school.
Thankfully, no one was hit by bullets. That bus driver able to take the gun away from the student. It happened as the bus was entering the Jefferson Elementary School parking lot. There were students on the bus from several schools, including Jefferson, Konecki, and Ball Elementary Schools. The district says the student shot that gun by accident and did not threaten anyone.
The Seguin ISD Chief Communications Officer says school counselors will be available for any student whose family needs assistance today.
The man who made a surprise guilty plea to murder yesterday, now in court today learning his fate. Kiet Nguyen shot and killed his brother-in-law outside of a Northside nail salon, and all of it was caught on tape. That deadly shooting happened in July of 2021 when Nguyen and his brother-in-law, Ryan Vo, were arguing over business issues. Testimony today revealing that Vo was shot 5 times, 2 of those gunshots causing severe internal damage. More testimony expected from friends and family members, including Nguyen's own sister, who watched the argument escalate. The jury will consider a punishment ranging from 5 to 99 years or life in prison.
Fear is what was left behind by a masked man who took off with money from a fast food restaurant. San Antonio police are still looking for him. The man forced his way inside a local Whataburger restaurant at gunpoint. Katrina Weber tells us why the robbery was especially frightening for one of the workers.
It was obvious from outside that something wasn't right at this Whataburger restaurant. And inside, employees were anything but okay. San Antonio police worked to calm nerves and also find clues after an armed robbery around 5:30 this morning. Witnesses told them a man wearing a ski mask had forced his way inside this business on West Avenue near Bassey Road.
It's scary to know that this place that I come to often got robbed.
When Silda Perez arrived for breakfast a few hours later, She didn't know what to think.
I just came and I was going to get a coffee and biscuit, and they said they were closing. I said, what happened? And they said, we're just closed.
Only later did she find out the details, how the robber grabbed a worker who had stepped outside briefly. Police say that robber had been circling this parking lot and seized the opportunity when that employee was taking out the trash. They say that's when he forced her at gunpoint to go back inside. Officers told us some of the other workers scattered and hid, one taking shelter in a bathroom, as the robber helped himself to money from the safe and register.
I was, oh my gosh, I hope I hadn't gotten here earlier because, don't know what would have happened.
The last time anyone saw the robber, police say, he was driving off in a silver car. They hoped to get eyes on him from their helicopter, then catch him on the ground, but he got away. Katrina Weber, KSAT12 News.
A driver thrown from his vehicle after a rollover crash on the south side this morning. Police say the driver was weaving before this crash on Roosevelt Avenue near 99th Street, not too far from Stinson Mission Municipal Airport. That driver heading southbound on Roosevelt when he swerved into the right onto the shoulder and then overcorrected to the left, rolling the vehicle several times. Police say he was taken to the hospital with potentially life-threatening injuries.
Looking ahead, there's going to be another town hall tonight for San Antonio residents to talk about the city's proposed budget for 2024 and ask some questions. City staff will be at the Normoil Community Center on the southwest side of Culberson Avenue. The town hall starts at 6:30 tonight, and the city council will vote on the budget on September 14th.
With the summertime heat, lake levels are dropping, and that means boat ramps are closing. So today, Potters Creek Boat Ramp 21 in Canyon Lake is closing up. Boat Ramp 17 is going to stay open, but you are warned there will not be many parking spots in this area.
Nonprofit leaders put the pedal to the metal to raise awareness for their organizations today.
It was a race for raising money. Tiffany Huertas with how 4 nonprofits took off in a fun event to make change in our community.
We're going to race fast, we're going to race bold, and we're going to win for all of the girls in San Antonio.
A friendly competition took place this morning at the Andretti Indoor Karting and Games.
It's all about bringing awareness to the great work that 4 nonprofits do in the youth development space.
It was all about go-karting for a good cause.
This unique competition is bringing these 4 nonprofit organizations together. They support families and children in San Antonio.
Participants competed for a free private movie screening at Santico's Entertainment for their organization, while raising awareness for their cause.
We are building the first ever Girls Inc. of San Antonio campus. 15,000 square feet of dedicated program space for girls.
Girls Inc. of San Antonio serves about 4,000 girls a year.
Sometimes with a one-day workshop, sometimes with monthly programming.
Good Samaritan Community Services serves the youth and families.
We work with infants through an early childhood program. We work with adults in a senior services center, parent education training, and youth and teens to get them on the right track to college and career readiness.
These executive leaders ready to race for their organization.
I'm going to drive safely, but I want to win. So I'm ready to do whatever I have to do to get to the line first.
Tiffany Huertas, KSAT12 News.
And we want to congratulate the winner of the go-kart race. It was Big Brothers, Big Sisters.
To find out how to get involved or donate to these organizations, all you have to do is visit our website at KSAT.com. Hey, the Cowboys could be doubling down on the deuce coming up in sports.
Communities hit by Tropical Storm Hillary are now undertaking the effort of cleaning up. Record-breaking rain leaving a muddy mess behind, and now more states are bracing for potentially nasty weather. Yes, it is raining in Texas right now, and while we deal with Harold here, Tropical Storm Hillary is still soaking parts of the Southwest with record rainfall, and all that rain leading to dangerous mudslides. ABC's Alexis Christoforous goes from Pacific Coast to Gulf Coast with the storm's impacts.
The massive cleanup continues today after Tropical Storm Hillary soaked parts of the Southwest. Hillary's heavy rains causing flooding and mudslides, burying vehicles and washing out roads. Cathedral City near Palm Springs submerged in the mud, residents now digging out.
Who has flood insurance in a desert?
Residents from assisted living facilities stranded before first responders used a front loader to bring them to safety.
We did 46 rescues. We're now moving from the rescue phase to now the recovery phase. There's sinkholes back there. There's still standing mud of up to 5 feet.
Death Valley hit with over 2 inches of rain on Sunday, breaking the all-time record for the wettest day in history. And in Oak Glen, the only bridge out of the town is now buried under the mud.
That's going to be a lot of work to get out or to get the bridge down again. They'll probably have to bring a backhoe in or something.
As the Southwest cleans up from Hillary, the Gulf Coast of Texas is getting hit by Tropical Storm Harold.
We're really now watching Tropical Storm Harold, which has formed in the Gulf of Mexico overnight. Warnings are posted and one flood watch. Going to see some heavy rain with this. We'll see a bit of a storm surge and maybe some power lines down. Corpus Christi to Brownsville, 3 to 6 inches of rainfall.
Meanwhile, the Midwest is dealing with a rare and historic heat wave. On Monday, a heat index of 150 degrees was measured in Atlantic, Iowa. Sioux City's heat index 122 degrees. Today, more than a dozen states from Florida to North Dakota are under heat alerts. Alexis Christoforous, ABC News, New York.
Outside with live cam, let's take you to the coast and see what that tropical storm looks like. This is a shot from our ABC affiliate in Houston, KTRK, and that is... looks like a park on the pier.
Well, aside from the potential for tornadoes, though, that rain sure does look good, Justin.
Yeah, it would be nice if we could get some good rain here in San Antonio. We're not going to get a ton, but there is some good rain to the south. And look, any rain in Texas at this point is a fantastic thing. The aquifer is down 4/10 of a foot again today, so it just shows you how badly we do need the rain. It's at 626.3. That is a horrible number. Molds are low at 350. Coming up, we're going to take a look at the radar, get you updated on where some of those showers and storms are moving. Coming up.
All right, we're still holding out hope. Still holding out some hope.
I don't know, man. It's so nice to see it raining.
Yep.
Even though it's not hitting here in San Antonio, but...
yeah. This thing is moving pretty fast.
Yeah,
it is.
Fingers crossed.
And nice to see rain on the radar, but we've got to address a new tornado warning that has just come down for Frio County. So let's get right to the radar. And I want to show you where that tornado warning is. And again, we've seen several of these warnings today, and here's why. We get this spin in the atmosphere from this tropical storm. And a lot of times with these outer bands, with that pre-existing spin, you can get some small spin ups or weak tornadoes. And that's what we have to watch out for today. This cell here looks pretty nasty, though, around Pearsall. We're getting a lot of lightning strikes, but it's within this cell right here, right over the city of Pearsall, where we are potentially getting some rotation. So if you are in Pearsall, let's go ahead and take cover now, just to be safe. Again, most of this activity, these sort of spin ups are weak. Doesn't mean they can't cause some damage, though. We're going to pause the radar. We'll take off the warnings here. And what I can do is switch this over to storm relative velocity, which shows us the winds in these storms and kind of how they twist. And it does look like we have a broad area of rotation here. So where you get the green and the red color kind of close together, that's where you can get some spin. And that is possible right over the city of Pearsall. This is moving west at 40 miles per hour. So this is moving very quickly. It's going to cross over 35 here very soon. But again, if you're in the city of Pearsall, again, a tornado warning till 12:45 this afternoon for this particular storm. There is some rotation associated with it. It will move through rather fast. We'll put it back onto radar, and there it is. You can see that purple color too, some very heavy rain on top of this rotation. And we can look at the rain rates too. I think that would be a good idea. There's a lot of tropical moisture within the atmosphere, so these will be very efficient rain producers. And we can look at the rainfall rate where you see that purple color. We're talking 7 inches an hour, okay? That is a ton of rain. Now, it's not going to sit there for an hour, obviously, because it's moving very quickly, but it is going to dump some very, very heavy rain there within the city of Pearsall. And again, we still do have that tornado warning that's going to go until 12:45. We'll switch it back to radar here, and we'll take off any sort of writing on there, and we're going to zoom out and look at what else is going on here around South Texas. Now, we've got some just steady rain, Cotulla over to Dilley. This is that good tropical rainfall, George West over to Kennedy. You're looking at some light rain. And then you get into some thunderstorms just north of Karnes City. We've seen that around Floresville, too. And this is getting a little more active. So that's encouraging if you're watching from here in San Antonio. We're starting to see some of this move a little bit closer to town, and we'll put that into motion. So Stockdale is seeing some activity. It's almost as if these storms are moving west and kind of southwest a little bit with the rotation of that storm. So we've got to get some more activity up here if it's going to move into San Antonio. So far, we haven't seen much of that, but there is a little bit back there out towards Gonzales. And I think as the day wears on, you'll see a little bit more, and hopefully we can get a few downpours here in town. But the bulk of the activity, again, is south. Beeville, steady rain there. Corpus Christi, Cotulla, as I said, and this is where we're going to see some of the heftier rainfall totals along with some of those heavier storms. So here is the forecast. And by, say, 2 o'clock, it does show some of those showers trying to get a little bit closer to San Antonio. 1 or 2 popping up around 4 o'clock, still with the heavy rain down to the south. And then by 6, 7 o'clock, this is starting to move west. But places like Uvalde, Del Rio, going to get some good rain. And by the way, Del Rio spent 44 consecutive days at 100 or above. Today, I think you break that streak finally, and you finally get some rain. So there's some good news here. And as we get into the evening hours and nighttime hours, a lot of this is starting to move away and moves into the Big Bend region of Texas. How much rainfall? Here in San Antonio, we're talking 1/4 of an inch or less, just with some passing showers. You could see 2 to 4, maybe even 5 inches between Corpus Christi and Laredo. And in between there, we're talking 1 to 3. So places like Cotulla, Dilley, Pearsall, Del Rio, Eagle Pass, you could get some decent rain out of this. Outside right now, we've got 90 degrees at the airport, but it's sticky. 95 is what it feels like. 101 is what it feels like in New Braunfels with an air temperature of 92. And I want to show you the wind gusts very quickly. We're still getting gusts to 48 in Corpus Christi, near the center of this storm, but getting gusts here close to 30, 35. It's going to be a breezy afternoon, and we could see wind gusts staying in that range even through, I'd say, 9, 10 o'clock with some gusts up to 30. High temperatures today around 93 here in San Antonio. You'll see cooler temperatures down to the south where the cloud cover and the rain sticks around. Highs only in the 80s. 40% chance of rain for us here in town. Those rain chances go up as you move south. 100 tomorrow. We're back in the triple digits. 103 Thursday, and then a 20% chance of rain Friday, Saturday, Sunday with highs in the triple digits. But one more time, tornado warning there in Frio County around the city of Pearsall until 12:45. We'll continue to monitor that for you guys.
All right, Justin, we'll keep an eye on it. It's back to school. KSAT is ready. We have the KSAT Pigskin Classic just a few days away. And SA Live has been feeling the spirit.
And you know they are buzzing down. Look at them. They're so excited they can't stand themselves. Look.
And you know why we're excited?
Why?
Look who we have with us today. The Uvalde County Cheerleaders. You see a lot more of them on Saturday. But first of all, the question is,
we want to know, which high school did you go to?
North Farmington Raiders.
Oh,
yeah.
Bishop Gorman.
All right, where'd you guys go to high school? First of all, scan that QR code and you can answer. But Dave, Ursula?
Mostly Bonds Wilson High School in Charleston, South Carolina.
Ursula?
Lafayette, Louisiana, Lafayette High School.
All right, we'll scan the QR code and we're going to have more and hear more from these ladies a little bit later on.
Well, they're fired up, aren't they?
I need to get some pom-poms from when we throw to that. I want to join the cheerleaders.
I think you should.
Be an honorary cheerleader.
They'll be there Saturday.
All right.
They're excited. Hey, the Texans call off a workout with the Saints. We'll tell you why coming up. And the Bobcats have some serious quarterback competition coming up.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
Hey, since the starters for the Dallas Cowboys are not playing in the preseason games, it's given guys like rookie running back number 42, Deuce McAllister, a great shot at making this team. Saturday at Seattle had a pretty good stat line, including this 14-yard touchdown run. Cowboys lost 22-14. In the first preseason game against the Jaguars, Deuce rushed for 50 yards on 8 carries, including a 4-yard TD run. So he has found the end zone 2 weeks in a row. Pretty impressive show for the 6th-round draft pick. Not only impressive, but this week was better than last.
I feel like I was more comfortable as far as playing faster. Last week, I feel like there were a couple of times, whether that be in pass protection or whether that be running the football, that I kind of wasn't playing as fast because I was thinking a little bit more. But another game under my belt, second game, I feel like I played a little bit faster today.
Yeah, he's fun to watch, too. Hey, Houston Texans head coach D'Amico Ryans canceled joint practices with the Saints this week because he said his team is just too banged up. So he thought it was best to stay home in Houston to practice against each other at the Methodist Training Center.
Yes, with these practices, our guys are still competing. And what I want to see from our guys as we go out to practice is just improve on the fundamentals and the techniques, things we need to improve on from the game, things we can get better at. It's things that we can control, which is encouraging. And so that's what I'm looking for our guys to just hone in on the details of their assignments, the details of their job, and see if we can get a little bit better this week. And I think this would be a great opportunity to do that going against each other.
The Cowboys are going to finish up their preseason Saturday night at 7 against the Raiders. That's at home at AT&T Stadium, and then Texans are going to play their final preseason Sunday at 7 in New Orleans against the Saints. Hey, just up I-35, the Texas State Bobcats have what you like to see, a serious battle at quarterback. Auburn transfer T.J. Finley, Arkansas transfer Malik Hornsby, Baylor transfer C.J. Rogers, and P.J. Hatter appear to be the top 4, and neither one of them has taken a game snap for the Cats. 3 of those guys are from Power 5 programs, so that's pretty impressive. And here's Coach Keeney on the newest transfer, Finley.
Yeah, I think he's done really well. He's a true pro. Like I said, he's been coached well. I think, he's only had so many practices, with us. So sometimes you forget that he wasn't with us in the spring. He wasn't with us all of summer. So I think he's done a really good job of learning the playbook and going out there and putting it on the field. So really, really happy with where he's at.
And quarterback Carson Kaiser from Bernie, champion, also on the Bobcats roster. So you figure of all these guys playing that position, somebody is going to separate themselves from the pack and
walk
get that
away with it.
job. Yeah.
All right, today at 5, if you've used Facebook, and of course you have in the last 16 years, you could have a little bit of money coming your way, but you have to take action, and the clock is ticking. 12 on your side's Marilyn Moore shows us how some big lawsuit settlements over popular products like Facebook can mean free money for you. It's today at 5 after Entertainment Tonight. Welcome back. As is always the case, with the rain and the storms come issues, and we've already started to see one.
Yeah, well, we're looking there. You can see out over the Gulf there. The waves kicking up a little bit. The storm surge with this system wasn't huge, but we did feel it along the coast. Corpus Christi got some wind gusts up to around 60 miles per hour. I want to start, though, back with the radar. Now, I want to be very clear. This is not current. This is from 12:13, so about 15 minutes ago. But this is why that tornado warning was issued. So you see Pearsall here, and this was where we detected a little bit of a couplet, just northeast of Pearsall. If we saw a tropical funnel, that's likely where it was. But this was for one frame, and that's kind of the nature of this activity. If we're going to see these little quick spin-ups, these little quick funnels, they don't last very long. And we're going to put this back into motion and zoom out some. That storm that came through Pearsall is now well to the west now. These things are moving at about 40 miles per hour. It's possible that was dropping some small hail too. You look at the signature there on the radar and you can tell this was a pretty powerful storm. Again, moving fast and now moving into western parts of Frio County. You're in the clear here in Pearsall now, but you're still seeing some heavy rain, still seeing some lightning strikes, and you're probably getting some good rainfall totals out of this, which is fantastic for our friends down there in Pearsall along I-35. Let's zoom out some. And we've got another little cell there in northeastern Frio County. Just good steady rain as you get down to Cotulla, Carrizo Springs. The rain's starting to kick in there, and it's going to be steady throughout the afternoon, so you could pick up some decent totals. George West already picked up about an inch of rain out of all this. Kennedy, same story. You're within the light rain. You're going to be on the northern periphery of it, but you're going to get light rain over the next couple of hours. As for San Antonio, not the case for us. We're just a little too far north to miss out on the good steady stuff, but we may see some of these passing showers, and we continue to see some of this activity here moving through Bexar County now. Southern Bexar County, we are getting a shower, a good downpour. This is going to cross over I-37 there, just south of Elmendorf along 1604. No lightning strikes with this, but some good tropical rain as these are also moving west at about 40 miles per hour. Poth, Floresville, you're about to get some good rain. and just moved through Denhaken, Stockdale. You got a shower there and more activity up to the north and east of Nixon. So the opportunity is there for a few more showers and storms this afternoon. We're going to call for a 40% chance here in San Antonio. Temperatures should top out in the low 90s because we have the cloud cover and that potential for rain. It will become partly cloudy tonight, though, and heat's back on for tomorrow. More on that forecast here in just a couple of minutes, guys.
Thank you, Justin. Meantime, rescue crews using helicopters to save adults and children dangling hundreds of feet above a disabled cable car in Pakistan. 2 children already rescued, but right now they're working to save 4 more children and 2 adults. The people in that cable car trapped for hours before the rescuers could even arrive on the scene to free them. One of the cables snapped while the 8 people were crossing a river canyon. The children were on their way to school. Villagers frequently use these cable cars to get around Pakistan's mountainous regions.
Meantime, back here at home, a scary situation for a bus driver and the few students on that school bus. The driver was dropping off the students when the bus fell right through the street. Today, crews finished making repairs and refilled the hole with dirt and gravel. The incident with the bus happened yesterday in a northeast side cul-de-sac. The Judson ISD bus eventually pulled out by a couple of wreckers. The district says 2 students were on board at the time but are okay. Those who live in the area say this was a moment that should have never happened.
A leak from the water, whatever pipes are in the road, and it's usually not bad, but now it's gotten worse and SAWS has ignored it. This call was made, 2-3 days ago, and it just got progressively worse, and we did not miss out on calling each and every day.
So we asked SAWS about that reported water leak. A SAWS spokeswoman says a water main break caused a trench to collapse. It was scheduled for repair Sunday night. However, crews were busy with higher priority calls. SAWS says it has 52 crews working 24/7 on water leaks and water main breaks. It had 729 of those last month, and August is expected to peak at about 940 breaks and leaks.
The Biden administration officially launching its new student loan repayment program. It's called SAVE, and it aims to significantly lower payments and reduce overall loan costs for millions of people. The White House says the income-driven repayment plan will calculate payments based on the borrower's income and family size, not the loan balance. It'll also forgive remaining balances after a certain number of years. The administration encouraging borrowers to apply for the plan as soon as possible, and that way the account changes will have time to take effect before the current years-long payment pause ends in October.
The Food and Drug Administration has approved a new vaccine to protect newborns against RSV. Pfizer's vaccine is actually given to mothers while they are still pregnant. From there, it provides protection to babies that they carry with them through birth. The shot is 82% effective at preventing severe RSV in newborns, but that protection wanes quickly and is only meant to last 6 months.
A warning now about a scam that is sweeping social media, tricking people into thinking they can get a government grant. How some are losing big money when they fall for this one.